Hi, everyone. Welcome to Between Worlds, real talk on mental health, wellness, and immigrant experience. Today, we are joined by an extremely extraordinary young leader from South Australia who is turning her trauma lived experience into real change. Chloe Wyatt Jessica. She is an mental health advocate, a young leader, and the latest, the 2026 South Australian Young Australian of the Year award winner. She's passionate about mental health, well being. She has already faced trauma and she has chosen to speak up openly and challenge the trauma. And she's also advocate for mental health and has been instrumental. And apart from that, she has successfully lobbied for millions of dollars from South Australia government for the mental health perspectives. Hi, Chloe.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for giving your time. And first
Thank
of
you
all,
for having-
congratulations to you for the award.
Thank you.
How are you feeling of?
It's definitely been an interesting experience.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's been fun, at times a bit anxiety-inducing, but for the most part, it's been pretty good.
And what's your age now, Chloe?
16, 17 in March.
Oh, that's great. And soon your birthday will be coming.
Yeah, I'm
So
excited.
good time for celebrating in advance. That's good. And you have already received a big gift for you before your birthday. So now we start with our podcast today.
Mhm.
It's about this mental health. And since you are like a great achiever who has overcome the trauma, the stigma you have faced in your early years, and now you have achieved up to that mark. So you are into the community, helping the people around. And viewers, I just have to tell you here, she has been volunteering a lot and she's passionate about working with backpacks essay for kids. She's regular there and helping for that initiative as well. So starting with you, Chloe, I have already spoken about yourself a little bit, but for our viewers and listeners who are discovering your work, so how you define yourself and what drives you?
I'm very passionate and very opinionated as well. So if I've got an opinion, I'm not very good at keeping my mouth shut, ever, which is what helped me get the money for mental health, because I just went in there and I was like, this isn't good enough.
So it was in teen parliament?
Yeah.
Okay. You had got a scholarship from there as well. That's good.
Yeah. I've used some of it for a laptop so I can do my TAFE work on it this year. And I'm thinking about potentially going to uni and using the rest of it for that.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And next question for you will be was there a moment when you realized to speak about mental health?
I think when I first saw the application for Teen Parliament, when I first saw it come up, I was like, wait, I can actually do something big with this. So I wrote out like my opinions on mental health and stuff, and sent it in, and I didn't think it was going to go anything from there. But then the day after my 15th birthday, got an email saying I got in, and I was so excited and so nervous at the same time.
And what has driven you to go up to that mark?
I just think, from my perspective as someone who struggles, I don't think anybody else deserves to go through that.
That's really good for your courage. And now moving forward, you have spoken about experiencing your own trauma and mental health issues with a very early age. So can you just tell us a little bit about it if you feel it fine?
So I lost my dad and my brother to murder-suicide in 2009. And then I had my own mental health struggles growing up. I've been hospitalized at least 4 times for mental health reasons. And I've bounced around different counselors and stuff. It took a very long time to get where I am today.
It's good like you have taken that out and now you're more passionate about that and you need to help and you are helping the other people around. So now moving forward, how your understanding about mental health has changed as you're getting older?
I definitely have a lot more hope for the future. I used to be so depressed and I never thought anything was going to get better. And now I've seen that it can, and that I can make an impact on both my life and other people's lives.
That's good. And now moving forward into that mental health scenario, what are some common misconceptions with someone who is living with mental health issues?
Some people assume it's just attention seeking and that people aren't actually struggling. They're just trying to get attention, which isn't true.
How to overcome these misconceptions?
I just like talking a lot and telling people what I think and trying to explain to people in a respectful way, of course, on how it's actually not about attention seeking and people are actually really struggling.
Thank you for coming out with that. Now we are speaking about stigma and speaking out. So speaking openly is like, I can see, incredible, powerful, but at the same time, it's vulnerable. So how you have faced that thing when you spoke openly about what you have faced?
So I know how everyone says don't read the comment sections when there's stuff posted about yourself, but I did anyway. I've had lots of mean comments from people saying that I lack resilience and that this generation is so weak and all of just kind of mean things like that. I had someone recently on a post that the advertiser did with my speech trying to urge more people to apply for Teen Parliament this year. I went to Playfully at the time and I say that in my speech. And they were like, oh, obviously she's from Elizabeth. They're all like that. And I was like, wow.
So it's all like, because it's social media, everything is open and people like, they don't see what person is going through and what they are facing rather than acknowledging the achievements, what you have been doing. But I'm pretty sure you have been not looking at it or they are not bothering you a lot.
Not anymore, because there's also lots of really nice comments. I've seen people like full defending me in the comments. And then this kid from my school that I've never even really spoke to was like, actually, I know her and she's like the kindest person you'll ever meet. And I was like, oh.
That's good. so good on him.
Yeah.
So it's good you have a lot of support around you.
Yeah.
So now again, another question. Have you noticed attitude change around mental health shift as soon as you begin speaking about it?
I think I felt a lot better in myself and it helped other people around me understand a bit more as well. And obviously the government taking it seriously, which was incredible.
That's good. And what does breaking the stigma in everyday life means and in your views?
I think it just gives people a better chance to actually feel okay because there's lots of people that don't speak out because they see all the comments that's like, oh, mental health is just attention seeking and stuff like that. But when there's other people that come forward like I did and saying like, hey, it's actually real and it's okay and you deserve to be better, like to feel better in yourself, then it kind of lets them understand that, you know, they're worth something.
That's good. So it's more like taking over that misconception strongly, someone who is facing that issue, because unless you speak about, so it's inside you, you need to open it up. That's good on you. So moving forward, you successfully lobbied recently for 5 million grant funding from the government for mental health, especially for the younger people. So can you just tell our viewers what it is all about and how successful you were?
Yeah, so the Premier, Peter Malinauskas, he actually helped me get a meeting with Chris Picton and Nadia Clancy. They're lovely people. And I wrote 2 pages full of recommendations. I think it was 2 pages. And I went in and I spoke to them about that. And I didn't hear anything for ages, like months. And I was like, oh, this is probably just done here. And then I got a phone call saying that Peter Malinauskas wanted to meet me with me again. And then he gave me a little letter he wrote to me. It was so cute, saying about the $5 million for mental health. And part of it actually went onto a virtual care thing. So you can like message it to see if you need to go to the hospital or not. Yeah.
So, but it was good, successful. And I have read in Advertiser as well, because he has strongly have seen and listened to your speech and he was really impressed. That's good on you. And now, what gaps do you see? They are still in mental health for young people in South Australia.
I think mainstream schooling is actually a big part of it because not even entirely from a mental health point of it, but an education point of it. Teachers, because there's so many students, they can't
adequately
Yes.
cater to their needs.
Yeah, and support each student, because every kid's got different needs. But when you've got 30 kids in a classroom, all with different needs, all struggling with their assignments, it's really hard to actually get there and help them all properly.
So how do you see that gap can be taken out?
Well, I go to an alternative school where
Mhm.
we've got lots of teachers and not many students. I love it. I think a lot more schools need to be like that. And I've had times where I've needed 2 people to sit with me and help me do my work, mainly math.
Okay.
And they do. And then all of us feel so much better about ourselves, and we actually get listened to. And everyone at my school has started there
Mhm.
with like severe anxiety problems and everything, and they just come out of their shells so much. And I really like seeing it.
So you think that will improve if that funding is a little bit diverted to that cause for alternate schools, so it can cater to the needs of people in need.
Yeah,
Thank
it
you.
helps so much.
And next question will be, what do decision makers often they misunderstand about youth and mental health? Have you seen something in relation to that?
I have. They went straight for social media and banning it for under 16s completely, which I didn't entirely agree with. I do think that they needed to make being online safer
Mhm.
for younger people, but I don't think getting rid of it outright was entirely the right thing to do. I actually said a couple times, I think that they had to regulate what actually was on social media more.
The content.
Yeah, because there's lots of content, especially on TikTok, that's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
romanticizing self-harm and eating disorders. And I think people my age still see that, like it's still on there. And I think that it shouldn't be. And it
Mhm.
should definitely be taken off of social media.
So what have you seen, like, since you are in that age and you have friends in your circle, what are the common things now as youth they are looking at it about that social media ban and how it's affecting their mental health now?
Well, some of the kids don't have SIM cards, so the only way that they
Ah.
actually could talk to their friends
Mhm.
was through social media. So I know that some of them do feel
Mhm.
a bit isolated now, which really sucks.
But otherwise, there are a lot of things that has happened in the past with social media because, like privacy and confidentiality. So the execution would have been better, like firstly to take care of the content, what is being streamed with the social media platforms.
Absolutely.
Now, thanks for sharing your ideas. And now moving forward into domestic violence awareness sort of thing, like you have faced in your early young age. So we'll not go deep into that one. Why is supporting survivors of domestic violence little through backpacks for kids essay? How do you see that is important?
I've seen they post their little stories about kids all the time that have gotten their packs.
Mhm.
And it just makes so much of a difference for kids because it shows them that they're actually cared about. Like they get clothes that fit them and their own hygiene products, and it just makes a world of a difference.
So that definitely, because someone who has faced trauma and stigma out of that domestic violence, either survivor or the family, so they have a lot to go in their mind. So if there is a support, so definitely it helps. And good on you. You are regularly helping them a lot, and you are regular volunteering with that one. That's good.
Thank you.
And in that regard, what small actions can contribute and communicate take to better support children affected by domestic violence? What are the few like things which can help so that they can get better?
I think having conversations about abuse a bit younger, obviously in age appropriate terms, just so kids know where they can go to feel supported and leading kids in the right direction. Like at my school, we've got all the little cards for all the different helplines in the wellbeing office. And I think that's something I'd like to see in a lot of other schools as well.
So that's that card. You mean the cue cards or the important numbers for there they can seek the help?
Yeah, we've got 1-800-RESPECT in there, and then we've got Shine SA and cards to like different wellbeing services.
Since like you have also faced trauma and stigma and mental health issues, so in your age, like normally people don't speak up, and especially in the communities they don't want to share with someone, but you have taken a bold step to come forward, speak, and people get inspired from you, like your story, you how courageous you are, and with the determined way of work you are doing. And moving forward, on the days when things don't go better or they feel heavy, what helps you on that day?
I actually have a journal that I nicknamed my crash out journal,
Okay.
which is just where I write everything that's annoying me or upsetting me that day. I love it because I just get it all out in writing and then I don't have to look at it again. And I can just put it away and then I feel better.
Okay, taking out of it in a writing mode so that it
Yeah.
comes out of you. What suggestion you would like to give to younger people if someone is facing that similar problem?
Definitely get a crash out journal
Mhm.
and also talk to the people around them
Mhm.
because there are always people that care. And if you talk to someone and they don't get it or they're not supporting you, try someone else.
So normally it has seen like why people don't want to share with someone, because either they don't have faith in them or they feel like they can share with someone else. So in that regard, so what are the trigger points you see? Like if you have spoken to someone and they have again spoken to someone about your own confidentiality thing. So how do you see that one?
I've seen it a lot with some of the kids at my school. Like their parents just don't understand it. So they come to school and they're already upset because they've had an issue with their parent, like in the morning or the night before when they've been struggling. And luckily, we've got a school counselor that's there every day. And a lot of the time, they can go talk to him or their classmates. But obviously, there's kids at schools that don't have that either. So they just go through the whole day just.
So that is also
struggling.
one of the gap we can see, like which needs to be filled up.
Yeah.
Because some schools, maybe special schools they have, or the normal schools, they don't have the counselors. So
Yeah.
that is also a gap which needs to be filled up. Thanks for sharing that one. And what would you say to a young person who is listening right now and he's feeling or she is feeling alone?
Talk to someone. You're loved. You matter. And you deserve to be okay.
That's
Eventually.
good. You're not alone.
Yeah, you're not alone.
That's good. And now moving forward with your journey and what has been happening, what does meaningful change in mental health care look like to you in the next 5 or 10 years? If you see right now the gaps and other things, how do you see that in future 5 years or 10 years?
I think I'd actually like to see more like workshops with parents to understand their kids that are struggling, because I know it was really hard for my mum for a while because she had no clue on what to do. So I definitely think it would be good to have more supports for parents to understand what's going on with their kids and how they can help them.
Okay. Thanks a lot for sharing this so
okay.
much insights into that one. So now moving to an end. So now when you suffered that mental health issues and trauma and coming back now in today's day, how much difference you feel you have coped up with your strengths, your courage, your determination? How do you see how much you have covered up, where you have reached? If you haven't taken this step, where would you have been?
Well, I was just depressed all the time. I'd probably still be in and out of hospitals if I didn't do something. And now I wake up and I'm actually happy that I woke up in the morning. And it's definitely, it was a long road and it definitely got a lot worse before it got better. But now I'm still here and I'm actually happy to be here.
No, that's good to hear. And you are the best friend of yourself. Like my next question will be, who all have supported you during these years so that now you are a confident person on yourself and you are making a change in the community as well?
Thank you.
So you are the best. Yes, you love yourself. You are the best person to support yourself. Who other ones are the ones who have supported you?
My parents, definitely my aunt and uncle. My grandparents have been there a lot as well. Like, called my grandma before because I went for a walk and I was upset, and she got me pasta. So that made it a lot better. My friends, my school counselor has been pretty good. And I have a rabbit now as well, and he makes me very happy when he's in a good mood.
Well, that's good. So you have taken your ways and now you are confident. So you will be reaching more heights after winning this award. So viewers, like Chloe, I would, on behalf of our team and community, would like to congratulate her on the award. And apart from that, Thank you, Chloe, for your courage, determination, and the work you are doing for the community. And viewers, Chloe's story is not a normal story. It's like inspirational, and she's taking a lot. So she has recovered, like she has like confidently on this part of the life. She has lot of things to do in the future as well. And I have a reminder here, like trauma, lived experience can be turned into a real change. And a live example is in front of you. Chloe is a big example. Her story is a big example how she has turned that mental health stigma, suffering to a successful now as a well-being, really good person who is leading in our state as a young Australian of the year. Chloe, thank you very much. Keep on doing good work. And any message before going to youngsters or parents, community, if you want to share something?
Definitely don't give up just yet because it can get better. Support yourself, support the other people in your community, and
also just remember the hope and support that really matters. You are not alone. And if there is something, help is there. You are not alone. You can seek the help. Chloe, thank you very much. And we wish you all the best for your future endeavors.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for giving your insights. It might be, and I'm sure it will be helpful for the community, especially for young people. Stay blessed. Thank you. Thank you.